The first thing is to figure out, why are customers bothering to express their frustration or to ask for help in various ways. How do you collect that information? Most companies collect it with too many different reason codes or too many different intents,
Yeah.
hundreds, if not thousands of intents, which are almost impossible to understand. Or they only collect and report on a few, like billing
Mm.
issues. Billing issues. Well, what's a billing issue? Is a billing issue good or bad? Do we want billing issues? Do we not want them? And billing, how are they trending over time? Billing issues is not detailed enough, and thousands of reasons are way too detailed. So the first thing to do is to basically rethink why customers are contacting you with only about 25 to 50 reasons. They're not really rocket science. My daughter
Yeah.
actually is a rocket scientist, so I can say that term in a fun way. She is one. But this is not rocket science. So you come up with things like, why is my bill so high? I disagree with my bill. Why didn't you give me the credit that I requested? Why didn't you issue the refund that you requested? Those are, in the customer's language, examples of the reasons we would want to see, not billing
Yeah.
issues in total. That's the first step. The second step is to figure out, well, who caused that issue in the first place? It's not customer service.
Hmm.
Customer service is the group that kind of catches all this and then tries to have a great big umbrella to catch all this stuff. And
Yeah.
you have to figure out, to start, which departments or which functions were causing that issue in the first place. Is it marketing? Is it billing? Is it IT? Is it product design? Is it legal? And then get the information to them quickly. Get them to listen to calls. Get them to find out what's going on. They'll have a very quick grasp of what's happening once they can start listening to recorded calls, listening to real calls, real-time calls, talking to business customers, whatever that might be. And I'll give you just a third one, because there are other ones we could get to later, is get rid of averages. Averages are so simplified, and we get seduced by averages. There's a
I
book
see.
out called The Tyranny of Averages, but the idea is, let's say this: Net Promoter Score is an average. Net Promoter goes from 0 to 10. Customer
Yeah.
Effort Score is an average. CSAT's an average. Average handle
Yeah.
time, hey, an average. So averages are deceitful, because if they move a little bit in one direction or another, you tend to be kind of excited or maybe not too
Mm.
excited, but you don't necessarily dig into why. So
Mm.
we are breaking down now with our clients and seeing companies look at the lowest numbers in the net promoter score. If you give a if a customer gives you a 0, 1, or 2,
Yeah.
which is within the detractor category, they're called deep detractors. It's a
Yeah.
horrible expression we have to think about, but you need to focus on every one of those deep detractors. Call them up,
Yeah.
talk to them, find out what the heck's going on, because you're lucky that they told you they're a deep detractor, but they probably are
Mm.
getting ready to leave. So those are some tips for companies to think about, whether it's a renovator in the wings, or even whether it's a smaller company. Think about getting
Hmm.
rid of averages, get the owners of those issues involved, and then break down those reasons so that they are much more understandable.